Go through
Uh,
every single thing and look at it.
Yep, basically.
Because you'll find things like, oh, I could have used that here instead of that piece.
And if all else fails and you know what you're looking for, like I wanted to build that depot, I knew I wanted a wooden barrel in front of it, so I typed in barrel. And then I just, it at least gives you more to look, through and whatnot. God only knows. I found it this way. Swear to God.
It's a newer item, so it might be at the bottom of the list.
And are you guys both open to additional questioning if we...
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Anytime.
Yeah.
If you see me on Discord, I'm more than open to, answering any questions you might have.
If you don't see him on Discord, you could probably still send him a message anyway.
Oh yeah, I'll get to you as soon
But-
as I'm.
But, don't expect him to answer you at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I live in the Netherlands, so I'm in a completely different time zone from you guys. So
Yeah, it's like 1:18 here, so.
So, like, how would you make that a buildable now?
you can pretty much just build in it because it's there.
So you don't have to do anything to make it buildable?
No,
No.
I
you
made
have
something.
to do
I
stuff
used
to make it not buildable, but not the other way around.
Oh, okay.
because I made something with this. Oh, by the way, Control D, big friend that duplicates your item.
Nice.
I made a construct sort of like this, but it had 4 I-beams around the side. It's somewhere on the map on live, and someone built in it with no problem. And I'm pretty sure the bottom one was off the ground. So they were actually building on the dish. I have found out. Yeah. Thought that was pretty cool. Another really good one. Let's see. Concrete cube.
I like cubes. Cubes are fun.
Big friend, but be advised, people cannot build on them. This is just as advertised. It is a concrete cube, and if you scale it, it can be a wall, a floor, a ceiling.
Oh,
It can be a lot of
what you
things.
used to make that pad on the top of the mountain that we
Yep.
can't build on.
Bingo.
Okay.
That's how I learned you can't build on it.
There's something that you can make it buildable by calling it terrain, I think.
Normally, when I stretch these out to make a cave, I don't make them thicker. I thin them out a little to give more room. Because it feels like, when you're in the editor, it doesn't feel like you have all that space. But damn, when you see it in the game, it's like, holy crap, I built a football field here.
Yeah, about like the one that me, Puma, and Shayna are around. That is massive. And it's got like 2 floors.
Yeah, this is basically how I make them. And then I'll take more of these, being one of my favorite, cliff, low. That's as far as I have to type, cliff and low. It's the only one with overhang. I'll drag one out. Flip it on its side. And plug the holes. If it needs to be bigger, I scale it. I would look around at this and I would think, I like this doorway the best. It seems the tightest. Another little trick I do use, so you can actually use some of these crappy rocks they give you. Rock form. Just type in rock form and it'll bring you to a whole bunch of different rocks you can use. One of my favorites is number C here, or letter C here. What I like to do, I don't like doing it with this one actually. Hang on. I'm going to use B for this. I'll flip that sucker upside down, jam it into that rock.
Because then you have stalactite or stalagmite, whatever
Yeah,
one.
now I have rocks coming from the ground instead of from the top. It just helps.
From the top instead of from the ground. Yeah.
That too, yeah. My mouth got directionally challenged there. God, I'm turning into my sister.
And then we are obviously limited to the assets that are just available in Rust, correct? There's no
Correct. There is a way to unlock all assets, but it warns you on the site that tells you how that it could cause really unwanted effects on your maps. And I found that out with this map as well. I find it out with a lot of maps. I wanted to add the casino that's in the caboose next to the depot that I built. Nope, my God. Tyne, how big of a headache was that?
See, your map just didn't work. It was just, it just didn't. It, I mean,
It was angry. I really pissed off the gaming gods.
like you could not do anything with it. It was just like the map shut down. It crashed the crashed the server for that we used to test, and yeah, you just couldn't do anything with it.
It is at this point where having pro pays off because I can hit F3 and fall into, player mode to see if I can actually get through this little
That's-
opening I've left.
that's going to be another question. Is there a way to actually walk around? So in the pro version, you can change the camera to be in game.
Yeah,
Yes.
just hitting F3 will do it in the pro version. And it's €3 or $3 a month Patreon, and you've got it. I think that's fair enough. The guy put a lot of work into this thing.
That's not too much. That's actually reasonable.
Yep. You can pay more if you feel like it, but I've never been compelled to do that.
No.
Zip lines.
Ugh.
Someone was asking me about zip lines earlier, so I might as well help you guys on that one. Prefab list. Tower.
You got an
Oh,
extra
not
P there.
not
Not power.
power. And what is going on with my editor today?
I don't know. It's tired. You worked it too hard.
Oh shit. Well, it likes towers. It's not a watchtower. Or is it trying to say it's a watchtower? Welcome to the joy that is Rust Edit, people. You would spend a lot more time doing this than you care to.
Looking
Yeah, I
at
couldn't.
everybody's piece.
Yeah, I could never learn something like this.
How damn weird.
Or try power line.
I've got the normal versions. There we go. Power line
Line
platform.
platform.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So you have power line platforms A, B, and C. And you also have a random. Oh, no, that doesn't line up for it, does it? I know there's a pole somewhere that you can hook it up to, but I'm not sure what that's called.
I've never seen the pole. I mean, I know some of the monuments have points on them
Yeah.
that you can connect to.
Now, as you can see, the line automatically hooked itself up, but that was not the way I would prefer it to hook up. I actually would prefer this one to be turned around, and now it should, if it goes well.
It's always lower to higher.
Boom, there's the line. So the line auto generates. If you don't see that line, you do not have a working zip line. And again, it is just a specialized prefab. Let's see how far we can stretch this baby.
You can go pretty far, and you don't have to be like right on top of each other. Still going. You're still going.
Okay, well, see, you can get some pretty damn good range out of these.
Can
So you
you
don't
go
many of them.
underwater with the zip line? Got an idea.
Can you go underwater? I don't know. Never tried.
Put on a diving suit. Go down
It
the
is
zip
interesting,
line
though.
into the ocean.
Travel to sea labs by underwater labs by zipline. Sounds
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, the underwater labs don't have a point to them, but you can't
You
connect
could get
directly.
close.
I do want to show you guys a real quick and handy trick with roads. Let's say you want to make a nice mountain or something, or a nice sled run. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I would make my path width really wild. 50. Why not?
50. Why not, 150?
50 ought to do. Now I'll
Fine.
grab those two.
Can you edit parameters like the amount of slipperiness an object is? For example, a road like sled doesn't slide on certain surfaces, for an example.
No.
No, you can. In order to make it slippery, you just change the flat to snow, because that's slippery.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I just didn't know if there's parameters for certain objects.
And it's a terrain thing.
You got that, and then you would hit add terrain. I don't know why I didn't go 50 wide, or is that 50 wide? Probably
It
is.
is 50 wide. You said it 50 wide. It's 50.
Yeah.
That's how you make the jump.
Yeah.
And you can, of course, modify the other part. But yeah, you just found out my secret to jumps. And giving away all my best shit here. Wow, that was jittery.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder
For
if that's
those,
causing a
I
lag
would
drop
just
for
use.
you guys.
For those, I would definitely just use linear, because you just want to go point A to point B. But
I don't know.
I
For a
mean,
sled run, I
tells
think
your
having a kind of dish